Welcome to the Clouds tool, where you can sculpt the atmosphere. Dynamic cloud adjustments influence light and shadows in your scene. Volumetric clouds provide depth and realism, responding dynamically to lighting changes, while 2D clouds offer a performance-efficient solution with a static appearance. Now, let's examine each setting for both the modes to observe their reactions to them. Cloud Coverage Slider adjusts the extent of clouds in the scene. Volumetric clouds will dynamically interact with lighting and shadow patterns in the scene depending on the cloud coverage. "2D clouds are also affected by the cloud coverage setting and may exhibit a different visual impact, creating unique aesthetics in response to the alterations in cloud coverage. The Cloud Phase Slider regulates the temporal offset for the clouds, allowing precise control over the timing of cloud formations. Volumetric clouds will showcase a shifting temporal appearance, altering the volumetric density over time. "2D clouds, which are flat and static, exhibit variations in the perceived position of cloud patterns, creating distinct visual effects. The Cloud Density Sliders governs the density of both volumetric and 2D clouds, affecting their visual presence in the scene. Volumetric clouds being 3D will showcase changes in thickness and coverage. 2D clouds will exhibit a difference in the overall coverage alterations. The Cloud Wisp Opacity Slider orchestrates the transparency of the cloud wisp layers. Higher opacity can contribute to a denser, more defined, loud wisps, creating a more immersive cloud experience. In 2D clouds, this sliders is about altering the translucency of the cloud wisps, influencing the overall visual depth and texture. Cloud height controls the elevation of clouds in the scene, providing control over the vertical positioning of the clouds, influencing the visual altitude. In volumetric cloud mode, it allows you to create dynamic cloudscapes with varying altitudes. For 2D clouds, this setting affects their visual position in the sky. Cloud Scale Slider enables users to fine-tune the visual scale of both volumetric and 2D clouds. In volumetric cloud mode, it changes the size and volume of the clouds. Scaling up leads to expansive cloudscapes, while scaling down produces a more intricate and detailed cloud formations. For 2D clouds, the Cloud Scale setting governs their visual size in the sky. Modifying this parameter allows you to control the apparent scale of clouds. The Cloud Noise Slider controls the tiling of erosion of the cloud formations. For volumetric clouds, this slider affects the shape and texture of the clouds. It adds more detail and complexity to the overall structure of the clouds. The Cloud Brightness slider illuminates the clouds. It finally controls the luminosity of both volumetric and 2D clouds. For volumetric clouds, adjusting this slider can enhance the visibility of cloud formations and contribute to a more vibrant atmosphere. For 2D clouds, adjusting the brightness determines the overall lightness or darkness of 2D cloud textures. The cloud shadow intensity controls the strength or darkness of shadows cast by the clouds in the scene. In volumetric clouds mode, adjusting the intensity influences the depth and darkness of the shadows cast by volumetric clouds. The Cloud Cast Shadows toggle enables you to control the presence of shadows cast by clouds on the environment. Volumetric cloud shadows are dynamic and responsive. By toggling this feature to off, the shadows gracefully dissipate, leaving the scene unencumbered by their presence. As similar to volumetric clouds, 2D clouds also behave the same way, although their shadows are less prominent when toggled.